Hello, and welcome to Viking Views. I'm Alex Musi. Midterms are just a week away, and as Viking Views' James O'Sullivan reports, the Learning Center is a great place to go if you need help preparing for them.
The Learning Center is open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 to 4, and on Fridays from 7:30 to 3:30. There are a few different ways a student can go about getting a tutor if they need it.
Right now we have approximately 10 tutors. The tutors serve students in all academic areas. It's a walk-in service and it's free. The calendars for those tutors is posted inside the Learning Center on our bulletin board, but we also have them posted on the Missouri Valley website.
They're offered in the common subjects, and the Learning Center will help a student out finding a tutor in any other subject they need.
If you need a tutor and you don't see someone available in that specific area, I know anatomy and physiology was one area last year that we had to do some special requests for. We will then, I ask those students to come to me, and then I try to seek out a tutor.
The Learning Center is also the place to go and make up a test if you need it. I'm James O'Sullivan, reporting for Viking Views.
For more information on the Learning Center, check out the website moval.edu. Members of the Fine Arts Department spent nearly 6 months of rehearsing and hours of practice outside of the classroom in preparation for Missouri Valley's Repertory Dance Ensemble. Viking Views' Phil Fowler has a story on how performing at Valley influenced a member to develop as an artist rather than just as a competitor.
Tori Miller has been performing in front of an audience since she learned how to walk. Since the age of 2, Miller has competed to be the best in whatever she does. Whether it was a Little Miss Missouri pageant or a dance event, she has always stood out as a performer. With her mom owning her own studio, Miller has had the benefit of being able to perfect her craft at practically any time.
We opened the studio when I was younger so I could have the opportunity to improve myself as a dancer, as an artist, as a choreographer. So she really allowed me the opportunity to do so.
Professor Janie Morgan, who started working with Miller her senior year of high school, said that Miller's passion for performing is one of her strongest attributes along with her technique. As one of the few returning dancers in the company, Morgan said that Miller has stepped up as a leader amongst a family of performers.
This year I feel like there's been a really nice connection, that they all get along together. And Tori's definitely been a leader this year and has really stepped up as a senior and sort of taken charge.
Miller described herself as a humanist and said that she is inspired by human nature in all its fashions. From the way we all move different to the way we all sound, she said that the idea that we can all be individuals but still be equal moves her both physically and mentally. With over 19 years of performing experience under her belt, Miller said that dancing in front of a large audience or a familiar one doesn't faze her. She said the movement is more muscle memory by then, which allows her to blank out and be more relaxed and at ease while on stage. Miller has performed here at Valley since her freshman year and said that her favorite element about the concert was the mixture of different genres throughout the performance.
It had so much variety to it. I feel like we haven't had a show at Valley in my 4 years being here that had such a variety. Like we had some comedy in here, we had some modern, some jazz. It was very different. It was nice.
With the help of Professor Morgan and the other instructors in the Performing Arts Department, Miller said that more than anything, Valley has taught her how to appreciate the artistic side of dance and not just the competitive side of it. This is Phil Fowler of Viking Views.
After graduation in May, Miller plans to take a year off to recover from some injuries. Once healthy, she wants to apply for a Master's of Fine Arts in Dance and become a dance educator. At Lindenwood University in St. Louis, Missouri, a student passed around the HIV virus. MVC counselor Teresa Selesky brought awareness to MVC students and shared the story. Viking Views' Janelle Garcia has more.
An HIV awareness meeting was held to inform and educate students about HIV and safe sex.
Accused of infecting another student with HIV. Police say he was fully aware he had the virus, and they're looking for anyone else who may have had contact with it.
Prosecutors say these two men had unprotected sex. One of them knew he had HIV. He didn't say anything, and he gave it to the other man. Now they say more people have come forward, both men and women, worried they are infected too.
When you first contact HIV, that's when you're more likely to pass it on to somebody else too. So any kind of fever, muscle soreness, rash, headache, sore throat. Although symptoms of primary HIV infection may be mild enough to go unnoticed.
I learned about my misconception about how you can catch the virus HIV. I didn't know that it actually is killed when it's open to fresh air. I also didn't know that it can't be transferred by mosquitoes, because I thought it could. I know mosquitoes actually do drink blood.
MVC counselor Teresa Selesky shared HIV symptoms, information to students, and how to go about the right steps of safe sex when involved with intimate partners.
And you can look at Missouri and what it does to show the amount of people living with the HIV infection. So if you've had 5 sexual partners and the person you're having sex with has also had 5 sexual partners, you are now up to being exposed to 31.
Selesky said that it's up to each individual to be aware of their partner's sexual history.
A lot of times nobody else is going to care about your physical health as much as you, and so always look at the next person that you might be having a relationship with as a possibility of being HIV, whether they are or not. Because even if you think you know a person, a lot of times there's things in people's past that they're not going to be honest with.
It's their lives. I mean, we know everybody here have sex, so they need to know the risk of having sex, unprotected sex.
Online information was shared with students as well on how to get tested locally in Marshall.
And if any of you are curious whether your behavior is risky, there's a survey you can take, which is
Janelle Garcia, Viking Views.
If you'd like to bring awareness to any topic, you can contact Counselor Teresa Selesky. Her email is seleskyt@moval.edu. The 12th ranked Culver Stockton Wildcats rolled into Marshall for a conference tilt against the Missouri Valley College Vikings that was like no other. The Grover C. Redfern Gymnasium was rocking with excitement as the Missouri Valley College men's basketball team took on conference leader and nationally ranked Culver Stockton. This was the first time in school history that Missouri Valley has participated in Silent Night, making their own version of it called Orange Hush. The fans could not cheer until Valley scored their 10th point of the game. A three-pointer by Brad Hamilton put MVC at 10 points, and the gym erupted.
In my 11 years here as the head coach, I think that's probably one of the best crowds that we have had. I think that the support and the electricity that the crowd gave us was a huge boost in the win versus Culver Stockton.
With a variety of crowd activities including giveaways and fatheads, the crowd did not miss a beat. Halftime featured a half-court shootout for a gift card to the Viking store. With 5 minutes on the clock, a line formed and shots were fired until one man ended the hopes of everyone behind him.
It was honestly pretty crazy. I didn't think I was going to make it. I thought somebody in front of me was going to drain it before I was. But
A TV, the final giveaway, was handed out late in the second half, just before the game got interesting. A missed layup by Culver Stockton kept the game at 70-70 and sent it into overtime. The Vikings outscored the Wildcats by a score of 22-12, sending them on to win the game by a score of 92-82, making the first Orange Hush a success. The win against Culver Stockton gave Valley its first win against a ranked opponent in 4 years. The win puts MVC at 15-11 overall and 8-7 in Heart of America Athletic Conference play. Hard work, dedication, and discipline, and leaders. These are all words Missouri Valley coaches use to describe wrestlers Josh Manu and Carl Lawrence. Viking Views' Delmico Jordan has a story of the two seniors and their last time on the home mat.
The hard work, the struggles that they overcame. These two seniors, Josh Manu and Carl Lawrence, wrestled their last home match at Missouri Valley.
The two seniors have similar career records and great success to Missouri Valley's wrestling program.
It's their 5th year with us. Ironically, we just did their career records a little bit ago, which is kind of funny. They both have the same amount of losses in their career. They both have 59 losses. Josh has 93 wins, is in striking distance for 100 wins for his career, which is a great accomplishment. And Carl has 88. Carl's actually been injured a couple of times, so it's been hard for him to stay on pace, but they're best friends. Carl was a national runner-up last year at 197 pounds, and Josh was 6th at 197 last year. They're both just great kids. I've been very proud of them, and we'll miss both of them.
Even though they have great records, what would these two seniors, Josh Manu and Carl Lawrence, miss about wrestling here at Missouri Valley?
I'm going to miss the most is just being out here in the atmosphere with my team. They're like my family, my brothers. There's a strong sense of camaraderie out here, and I'm going to miss that the most, just hanging out with these guys, competing with them and getting the job done.
I think the thing I'm going to miss the most about wrestling here is wrestling before you go out on a match is a whole different type of feeling. It almost makes you feel like you're alive, and when you're out in the regular world, you're not nervous about nothing or whatever, but when you're cutting weight and you got a good match or you got a tournament coming up, and when you get there, it just gives you this energy. I'm just going to miss that the most, probably, this feeling that you get all day. You're just thinking about the match and how you're going to win and what you're going to do, and it just never leaves your head.
The hard work, the dedication these two seniors put forth every match shows what they overcame. Josh Manu and Carl Lawrence both qualify for the Nationals. I am D'Amico Jordan, reporting for the Viking Views.
The CAF added flavored water to the menu this week. Viking Views' Nayla Lawrence has more on the feature.
Missouri Valley has a new beverage selection in the CAF. General Manager Chuck Waldmer explains it is not easy getting a new product.
My wife and I went to eat over at Columbia College in their cafeteria probably 5 or 6 months ago. They had a machine like that. I decided then that we would get it. It's taken us this long to get in touch with the people, get the product in, because just because we want the product doesn't necessarily mean that our vendor supplies it, and that was the case with the enhanced water.
Balmer sent a mass email in the morning, and by lunch he received a bunch of feedback from students and staff about the excitement of the new feature.
I feel like it's a good idea. It gives us a new variety, and I think it'll kind of open up the line a little bit, since the drink lines get a little bit crowded sometimes.
What we really like about this is it says right here on the machine what they are.
I thought it was a great choice, and I'm excited that they're offering us something that's a healthy alternative to juice or pop.
Balmer is always open to new ideas from students and staff. If you have any questions or suggestions, stop by his office located in the CAF. This is Nayla Lawrence reporting for Viking Views.
Students have been saying great things about the new beverages. That's Viking Views for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Neeson.